If you've been on the internet for a while, you might actually recognize Kekcroc. Kekcroc is a crocodile-looking creature from a lost video game from the 90s. Now, the game is considered lost by many definitions, and there are multiple people that say the game simply doesn't exist. This is false. Earlier last year, I went on a shopping spree at a multiple video game area store. One day, I walked into a place called Castle Comics and asked the worker for new games that happened to come in. He put some games from a lot of different consoles on the table. Stuff like Metroid, Mario 64, so on. Until one caught my attention. Kekcroc for the Sega Genesis. I asked how he got it, and he said that, surprisingly enough, he found it in a dumpster in Cleveland. I asked him how much it was, and he said that it was $20 for both. I decided to buy it, and here we are. I'm here to finally solve the mystery of Kekcroc. First and foremost, though, let's talk about the box art. Or, rather, what's to even talk about, considering how simple and primitive it was. The polygonal croc stares at your soul, for one. It has the Sega trademark right at the bottom. On the corner, it says, "A fun family experience." At the bottom, it states, "Rock around the croc." And in the middle was the creature itself. He has this light green tint to his skin, but a darker green for the head in the cover. His eyes are cartoony and simple, but freaky, filled with dread, too. The color of them was a light blue. Very calming, almost, in theory. He had a small, straw-looking hat on his head. It almost looked like it had floated above him. His body was a cylinder, and head a sphere. And finally, he had a pointy-like mouth. There were some gameplay images on the box showing some of the other crocs, but the cartridge was simple and black, with the word Kekcroc written on it. I grabbed my Genesis and started the game. Like other games, naturally, it started with the start screen, simple and bland. Kekcroc stood in the middle of the screen and stared at me with a cold expression on his face. Under him, it said to press start. The game started as Kekcroc said in his pixelated, garbled voice, "Hi, I'm Kekcroc." And I was on the world map. I walked around and got to World 1-1. It was green and colorful, just like most first levels. Kekcroc grabbed his plunger and killed all the enemies in his path. I mean, I gotta say, it was fun. It was pretty cool to play. I made it to the end of the level and won. The game then reset to the world map, but this time the map was all black, except for Kekcroc and a level space. The level was called End. It was a slightly darker level than the first, and Kekcroc walked a bit slower. He walked across the darkened first level again, but a creature behind him started to chase him. Kekcroc ran, but eventually got caught, and the screen turned to black. The final scene was Kekcroc eating the flesh of some kind of animal for a couple of seconds. And the game turned off. It was a weird experience, but I mean, I'm glad it's over. I also hope someone finds my dog. He went missing shortly after the final scene.